Other business leaders in Cape Town. The depressed economy is in sharp focus. Let's move straight into it. Zwandile Mbeje is at that gathering there. He joins us now from Cape Town. Zwandile, thanks very much indeed for your time. Just remind us about the importance of the President meeting these CEOs and business leaders this afternoon.
Thank you very much, Devin, and a very good afternoon to the listeners. It's a very important meeting. After Davos, there was a promise from both government and business that they should continue the engagement. The economy is not in a good state, and everyone acknowledges that, and everyone agrees that something must be done. And we know that government alone can't do it. We know that business alone can't do it. What they are doing now is that they've decided to say, immediately after Davos, they must come together and build this consensus as to what should be done in order to get the economy back on track. Generally, globally, the state of the world economy is not good. But we can't just sit on our laurels just saying because the state of the economy is not good globally and we can't do nothing, because it's the people, the ordinary people, that are affected. So this meeting comes in order to look at those issues, to say, yes, there are challenges, but what can we do together? And let's continue the engagement, Devin.
Zwandile, I would imagine it's fitting that it comes just before the State of the Nation address, as well as just 3 weeks before the Finance Minister delivers his budget. So the input coming out of this meeting will inform those two big addresses that's very much anticipated.
Very much so, Devin. As you would be aware that in the next day or 2 days from now, the President will be delivering his State of the Nation address, and of course a week later the budget speech. One of the things that came out from the investors, Devin, in Davos, was that they were going to be watching very closely how the State of the Nation address pans out insofar as assuring the investors from the economic point of view. And they said we'll also watch what is happening in the budget speech. So you can imagine this kind of a meeting is aimed at making sure that as business and government, they speak with one voice, because as they meet and speak to different investors, and then they're sending mixed signals, and then that does affect the confidence of the nation. So this meeting is really key in shaping the budget speech, but of course will have a very big role to play in what the President says to the nation on Thursday. We are you are in the economics department. You know very well that we are just a step closer to being downgraded to junk status, and then everyone has agreed that let's do everything in our power to make sure that we don't get that downgrade to junk status. It will make the borrowing for the country very difficult. It will actually make the situation very worse. So what they're doing now in order to craft the outlook for the country for the year is that they must be seen to be working together, and not only seen to be working together, but they must also work together, and that's what they are doing. So I can tell you, Devin, that the State of the Nation address will say things that will have had a contribution from business, and budget speech, of course, it will say so much more.
All right, Ms. Zwandile, thanks very much indeed for wrapping that up for us. I'd like to believe that you would be speaking to some CEOs or perhaps attend a briefing after this. We'll get more details from you later on in the bulletin.